GASLIGHT, Brinkley RV fanboys. Welcome to HBRV Lifestyle, the podcast. I'm the host, the Honey Badger, here to give it to you straight and transparent about the RV business, as well as other things. Let's start with something very interesting. I'm on a lot of Facebook groups. I have a couple of fake Facebook accounts. Well, they're not fake, but they don't have my picture. I post on them every once in a while, but I don't post in the groups. So those folks that want to talk crap inside these Facebook groups about me, I see it all. And the only reason why I'm going to talk about it here is because all of you fanboys need to know your role and shut your mouth. Oh my God, anybody but the Honey Badger, know your role and shut your mouth. Why? Because you're not even watching the whole video. You're not even listening to the credit that I'm giving Brinkley. I'm not the biggest fan of Brinkley RV. I'm not the biggest fan of that investment group behind them or the ownership group. I'm not. There's too much history there, and I don't trust them as an organization. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't give them credit where credit's due. And they deserve a crap load, a shit ton of credit for being on top of this situation with the sidewall. Did anybody forget that I have said that for the last 5 freaking days? Or is all you guys hear is, he's complaining about Brinkley. He's so full of crap. He's lying. Wah, wah. Sounds like a wambulance. Wah. I mean, crybaby your butt out of here. Seriously. Go cry me a river. Cry me a river. They deserve credit. And even if it's a manufacturer that I can't stand, we have to give them credit when they do something right. And if all you crybaby fanboys actually watched an entire episode of the podcast or actually listened to an entire video on my main channel, you would realize that the video is not just telling people how things are, but giving them the credit that the manufacturer deserves for stepping up. In this case, Brinkley RV has stepped up. They've stepped up to the plate and they're fixing the problem. They've acknowledged there's a problem, even though they spin doctored it. That doesn't matter to me too much. They didn't lie about it. They just spun it into their favor, which is a great marketing tactic. Fine. I'm good with that. I'm just good that they acknowledge that they have a massive problem and that they're fixing it and that they're on top of it. I feel like they're overpriced. I feel like all Brinkley RVs are extremely overpriced for what they are. But now look at what's going on. They're getting, you owners are getting the best customer service in the RV industry right now. Period. So before you talk shit about me in all those Facebook groups, because I see them all, I'm in those Facebook groups. Watch an entire video or an entire episode before you open your mouth. Because right now, I want to take every one of you fanboys and take away your access to everything for 2 or 3 weeks so people could get real education instead of listening to your bull crap. I always engage with the chat, but it's like I don't know if you guys remember the Rock, right? During the Attitude Era, the Rock would come out after Billy Gunn won the King of the Ring and goes, "Oh my God, anybody but the Honey Badger, know your role and shut your mouth." Man, just shut the hell up for a little bit. Okay? Seriously. Brinkley, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to say probably 95% of Brinkley owners, when they reach out to me about this cracking in the sidewalls, I tell them, what do we look for? It's like, you guys want to educate yourselves. And I tell you, look, they're going to handle it. I've had so many people that have reached out through comments on the YouTube channel, emails, not 3 or 4 people like the dumbasses in the Facebook group say. These are a lot of people reaching out going, hey, what do we look for? And I tell them, look, if you go look at the pictures, just don't let it get to like this big ass crack. If you start seeing small cracks in the fiberglass, call Brinkley. They're going to take care of it. They're on top of it. Yeah, there you go, Michael. So, instead of talking shit about me, give the company you bought a fifth wheel or travel trailer, toy hauler from, Brinkley RV, give them credit where credit's due. Hey, yeah, they're having a problem with their sidewalls, but they know about it. They've acknowledged it. They're fixing it. They're on top of it. Could we say that about Grand Design and their frame failure, frame flex situation? No. They gaslit the people. Oh, yeah, you know, it's because of the roads. It's because you're overweighing them. It's because you're overloading them. Oh, you know, let's get this corporate RV dealership YouTuber to give you this big, huge speech about it's only 0.5% and there's nothing wrong. And then get another guy, and I love this guy to death, but get another guy to go to the factory and basically ignore the whole situation. So, let's give Brinkley RV a lot of credit. There's a problem. I've talked about it. I've acknowledged they're doing a good job. Shut up. You can't stop it. Hi, Taylor. I'm sorry you're over there. Mainly I work on them and do social media for them, but I do sell them too. I do a little bit of everything in the RV industry. I hope you're feeling okay, Taylor. So, and yes, that was a chicken McNugget. So, if you're a salesperson or you're an owner of a Brinkley RV who's all upset and crybabying their way because I said something, why don't you go watch an entire video? Why don't you actually watch the 20-minute video instead of, oh my God, he said something and it's so good. Tastes great. Thank you very much, especially with barbecue sauce. You can take your comments in your Facebook groups, shine it up real nice, turn that sumbitch sideways and stick it straight up your candy, you know what. I don't care. What I do care about is you lying to the people in your Facebook group. I hate that. You lying about me, you lying about what's going on with Brinkley, acting like nothing's happening because you're afraid the value of your Brinkley RV is going to tank because of that problem. It's not even the same problem as Grand Design. It's not a hidden problem. It's an actual, like, easy thing. It's not going to be easy or cheap for them to fix. But I will guarantee you that by the time we get to year model 2026, which will be sometime in the summer, whenever Brinkley decides to do that, they will have figured out how to not have that happen. I guarantee you that will happen. I guarantee you that they will have this wrapped up and everybody fixed as far as the big glop of people they have with this problem, I guarantee you gets fixed within 90 days. And the people they can't fix, they're going to compensate and help. Okay? It's going to break them. I could tell you right now that the ownership group and the managers are probably not going to take very many paychecks home for a while. But over the long haul, they're doing the right thing by getting this thing fixed. Oh, good Lord. Taylor, that sucks. Well, it's structural, Raul. It's not cosmetic. It is structural, but it's not anything to do with the chassis. It's just the sidewall framing. It's not flexing enough. I guarantee you when it's all said and done, there just isn't enough flex in that sidewall to stop it from stress cracking. Because remember, all these fifth wheels and travel trailers, you could put whatever damn suspension you want on it. It's still an earthquake on wheels. So you put all this beautiful suspension on, takes them from a 9.0 earthquake to a 6.5 earthquake. It's still a huge earthquake. There has to be some flex. And there's just, the way those cracks look, it appears to be there's just not enough flex in that sidewall. In the framing of that sidewall. They're going to fix it. As Arnold Schwarzenegger would say from Kindergarten Cop, to all you Brinkley RV fanboys, no more complaining, no more I gotta go to the bathroom. There is no bathroom. It's time now to make that mush into muscle. I'm gonna start carrying an ambulance light on my car. It's gonna say Brinkley RV fanboy ambulance, wambulance, wham, 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 wham. Unbelievable. For all you fanboys, you should be promoting that the company you bought this thing from is doing a great job fixing the problem and acknowledging the problem. You should be celebrating the fact that you bought into a company with a product that actually cares. They may care for the wrong reasons. That doesn't matter to me. But they care enough, whatever the reason is, whether it's the right reason or wrong reason, they care enough to get it fixed. So let's give them some credit. Let's give them applause. And stop talking shit about the honey badger. Because all I'm here to do is educate people. I don't get to, I make money. I made $50 last month on the podcast. Woo! $50 on the podcast. Yeah, baby. I make so much money from all the clicks and views I get. Jesus Christ. You guys have a great Sunday.